What's up? I'm Andy Osteen. Welcome to the reboot of the Wrap-Up. I'm here with Andrew Zima. Good. Here you go. I saw Zima yesterday at Jason's house for the first time in a couple months, and we threw it down about some playoffs and some draft stuff, just same old shit that me and Zima used to kill it in. So I thought, as perfect timing, he's in town, let's knock out a little freaking vlog video for the NBA playoffs, for the draft, NHL playoffs, all the good seasons are about to come. So let's get started. Got to shout out Coke Crew Productions, got to shout out College Car, Mosh Pick, River and Main Barbershop, Ocean Grown Lawn Pros, Howard Everett's Flooring, and Apogee. Alright, so first up, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs, the Warriors Rockets series. Just got sealed up last night, I think. Alright, Z, who's taking it? It's called Want versus Will. So who do you want to take it and who will take it?
I'm going to have to go both same team here. I would like the Warriors to take this Western Conference Finals, and I think they will. And I'm not necessarily sure it's going to be close.
How many games?
I could honestly see it in 5. Wouldn't be surprised at 6. I don't see it going to
Houston's the one, though, right?
Yeah, Houston only going to win 1 and 2.
No, I'm saying, no, I meant they're the 1 seed.
They are the 1 seed, so they will have home court advantage.
And 5, hopefully. You said 5, probably 6?
5 or 6. Okay. I'm going to call it there. I don't want to be too specific.
Okay, my want, I'm going to go with the Rockets. My will is going to be the Warriors. In 6, I think the Rockets will get up 1-0 and be all like, oh, we're going to win. And then the Warriors are going to smack them 3 times straight.
And I
think the Rockets will get another dub. And I think KD's just going to fucking unleash hell on them. I think Steph is going to keep shooting. And Draymond's going to fight somebody on the fucking team.
And I definitely get the want there because I'd like to see a different team in the finals at least.
I like fucking James Harden. I think he needs to win a ring. And CP3 needs to win. He's going to retire.
And that's the other thing, the feel-good story with CP3's first time in the Western Conference Finals. So you can't hate him. I wouldn't be upset if Houston gets there. But I would like to see Golden State keep just putting up shots and then beat the shit out of the Cavs in 4 games.
Okay, so that brings us to, you think the Cavs were dominant, bro, in the Raptors series.
LeBron James is pretty much on
that. So the Celtics, Philly.
I think Celtics will close it out tonight. But I mean, we'll see. It really with such a young team in Boston,
I think the Sixers will take it if it goes 7.
They'd have to go to Boston and
but with 3-game streak, bro, you got to be hot for the 7th game.
And the thing with Boston is they're so young and have no legitimate star power that they're inconsistent.
Right.
Really a tough team.
It's going to hit them sooner or later. They need a star sooner or later.
But Jason Tatum's the truth. He's my dark horse for Rookie of the Year. If there was a playoff Rookie of the Year, Donovan Mitchell's still balling, but Jason Tatum is seriously carrying the team right now.
If the Celtics beat Sixers and somehow beat the Cavs, there's no way they're beating the fucking Warriors.
But nobody's beating. Even if the Rockets make it, even if it's like Houston in 6 or 7, they go to the finals. I think they'll still sweep the Cavs, they'll still sweep Boston, and they'll still sweep Philadelphia. The Western Conference is just a powerhouse right now. LeBron might.
So you say regardless of the seed of the Sixers, the Cavs will win, regardless, or what?
I think Cavs are going to the finals at this point, just after what they did to Toronto. Because if you asked me a week ago, with that Toronto series, I really thought it was Toronto's year. Toronto's going all the way, so that shows you how much I know already.
So I
think LeBron in the finals is good for 1 or 2 games, so that's why I'd probably also like to see LeBron make it, because I don't even want to see the disrespect that's going to go on if it's something like Philadelphia versus Golden State.
Well, if the Warriors win this championship again, there's going to be some big fucking changes in basketball next year. LeBron to LA, fucking Kawhi to Boston, or Philly. That'd be lit.
LeBron and Kawhi to Boston, and they still lose 7 to Golden State.
Who's your MVP, bro?
And it's tough not to give it to Harden after what he's done.
James, even if he doesn't go to the final, I guess you can't count it.
And even with what he's done in the playoffs so far, they're going to the Western Conference Finals, so give it to him. He's put up a stat book and a half. I think Russell Westbrook has been overlooked a lot because the inconsistency of his team, but he averaged a triple-double.
Is he your want, or is he your will?
My want is Lowry Market.
Who the fuck is that?
It's the Bulls rookie. So, to be honest there, I'm going to go him for a want, but no, I'm cool with James Harden.
Okay, I'm going to go want LBJ. Will LBJ. He's taking it again, bro.
Hot take.
Back on top. I'm pumped for it.
That'd be tough, especially with how bad Cleveland was this year during the regular season.
Bro. Thank you for our basketball playoff segment. We'll be right back after this commercial brought to you by Kobaku Productions. Peace.
Zima, what's your favorite color?
I'm a big green guy.
Green guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Ost?
I'm more of a teal man myself.
I love teal too, but I just like to stick to the main colors.
Oh, so blue. Blue primary? Welcome back. We're here in Melbourne, Florida with the Zeemster himself, visiting from Boca Raton, the world down under. Shout out to Sonny B and the FAU fam. We're going to kick it back off. We're going to start with the NFL draft overcap. So we'll start with, if you didn't know, his favorite team is the Packers, obviously. So how'd the Packers draft go this year?
Ooh, that was a roller coaster of emotions on that night. So my roommate Cedric, Ceddy B, the formerly shouted out,
Ceddy B,
can attest. I was seriously watching this draft. All right, first half goes through. It was cool, interesting stuff going on. Really only cared about the Packers, so I'm waiting for the 14th pick, and I'm excited, right? So the whole last season, Rodgers was out. Packers sucked. So the best part about the Packers sucking is a high draft pick in the first round. So I'm sitting there watching, like, all right, all the cornerbacks except Ward from OSU's on the board by the time the Packers draft. We're going to get one. We're going to the Super Bowl. You could pretty much just start making the rings right now because we're going to have a defense. Then we trade the pick away. And this is with new management and supposedly a fresh start, and I about lose it. I stopped watching the draft.
That's rough.
I'm holding back. I'm freaking out. I'm texting my dad, another huge Packers fan at the time, like, wow, the Packers really just blew this draft just like that. This management is terrible. For a first-round pick next year from the Saints, it's a good team, so it's going to be a late-round draft pick next year. And we get the 27th pick of this year's draft. So I'm pissed. So, and then Cedric's like, dude, I mean, give new management like a chance, like they aren't going to mess it up that bad. Sure enough, Packers trade back up to get the 18th pick, and we still get the same cornerback we would have got at 14. So I walked away exceptionally happy. We got our cornerback. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We got Jari Alexander in the first round. Josh Jackson, cornerback from Iowa, was still available in the second round, so we still got him. Added some depth at the receiver position in the late round. So I ended up walking away very happy with our draft.
What's the starting receivers core looking like? Would you already have?
Devontae Adams, Pro Bowler.
Right.
Randall Cobb, former Pro Bowler. He has lost a touch. He's getting a little old for that slot position.
Right. So is Ty Montgomery staying in the backfield this year, bro? Are you going to go with the Taylor guy, or what's up?
I'm interested to see what we're going to do with him. I wouldn't be surprised if we keep him there as a third down back, but with the two emerging rookies we had last year, and Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams,
right.
We got two studs back there, three studs back there, because Ty Montgomery showed flashes.
Aaron
but
Jones,
I do, but I do like Ty Montgomery at receiver too. His whole rookie year we played him there.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should
he's
put him back
a really
there.
good slot receiver. So if we need somebody there to kind of spell Randall Cobb, or just to add more competition to that receiver group, I think it's not a bad choice at all to put him back there, especially since we have two legitimate, well-trained college running backs that had good years last year that are looking to develop.
Well, I'm personally a Dolphins fan, and I had a fake number 1 over this to make it a Devontae Parker jersey, because I'm still mourning our Jarvis Landry loss and our Jay Ajayi loss.
Shout out to Juice.
Shout out to Juice in Cleveland. Do your thing, bro.
Poor guy.
I just, I'm not as mad as I usually am after that Dolphins draft. We went defense with Minka Fitzpatrick.
Gotta be
Which
happy with that pick.
I love him. He's a Bama boy, exactly. But when you see someone like Rashad Evans on the board still, or even the linebacker from Georgia, I think, I don't know, and Derwin James on the board too.
And I don't know the whole state of the Dolphins, but y'all got rid of Juice. I was kind of expecting a move for Calvin Ridley. It was also available.
Exactly. So I'm thinking another big name guy, but then I guess our front office was thinking that Devontae Parker and Calvin Ridley are kind of the same player, which I guess I can see that, but our core is shy right now, bro. We got Devontae Parker.
Still?
We got no, and then actually he was on a 1 year. So
I saw somebody with a Kenny Stills jersey the other day.
he was on a 1 year. And then we got what's his name? They're trying to Jakeem Grant. Like okay.
Either way, you guys have to be better than last year because Cutler's not your quarterback.
Well, this is the
So
first.
it's
This is the
automatically
first year we're actually gonna have a full offensive line and a solid defense. I think our linebackers are still gonna be weak as fuck with I hate his ass, bro. Kiko Alonso. But we'll see. We'll see. If the Dolphins don't win more than 4 games, I'm trading you.
Realistically, going back to this will want thing, will want games Dolphins are gonna win.
Go down the schedule.
If you want, or if you just have like a general number that you think.
Oh, like as their record?
Yeah.
Oh god. I want us to go 10-6. We will.
So you're not even aiming.
We will go 4-12.
Nice, but still hoping for that 4.
I'm hoping for a 4-12 season and Jake Browning next year in the draft. Send Ryan Tannehill packing up the street. Start all
back to
over
receiver.
fresh.
Moving back to receiver.
I guess.
Text saying I'm great.
All right. Will want for your schedule.
One's pretty simple. 16. Every time the Packers lose,
It ruins my week, so I'd rather not go.
It's
through that.
very true. I live with this man.
And Will, I looked at the schedule and I saw 11 that we should win, including some tough ones. I think that we pulled out against Atlanta, who beat us the past 2 years. So I think we get that one since it's in Green Bay.
We play you guys this year too.
Week 9, play the Patriots. I want to say in New England, and that's going to be an exciting one. But we have a lot of 50-50 games. But Roger stays healthy. Jimmy Graham could be a
That was
huge
the best
addition. We
thing
haven't had a
you guys
guy that talented.
Since
at a
DeMichael
tight end.
Finley,
Since
probably.
DeMichael Finley. And we were unstoppable. Number one offensive
dude, it's
league in
hard
the
to beat
league,
a
so.
team with a good tight end, bro. It's
Rodgers
hard
loves
as
tight
fuck.
ends. Even when we had just Jared Cook for the last few games of 2 seasons
Right,
ago,
yeah.
he comes up with
He went
huge
up-
plays
he went to
against
where,
the
the Lions
Cowboys.
or some shit?
He went to the Raiders.
Raiders. And dude, the Raiders are gonna be lit this year. So are the fucking Rams.
But I've really thought that every year. Rams have a legitimate case because
but
that defense
Raiders,
might not get
the
scored
Raiders
on.
were raw, and then what's his name? Carr got hurt. Remember the game
Yeah.
before the playoffs? That was shitty.
I feel like it's happened 2 years in a row. He just keeps
Okay,
getting hurt.
so before we sign out, so let's think right now. We got the Chargers with Phillip Rivers, the Steelers with Big Ben, the Giants with Eli, the Packers with A-Rod, the Patriots with Tom Brady. Who else has a quarterback that's on their way out?
You said Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah. What's his name? Fucking Stafford has got to be out. Sooner or later. So that's like a good 8 dominant teams in the NFL that are going to need to make a quarterback change within the next 2 to 3 years, right?
You said Drew Brees?
Drew Brees, then the Saints, another one, bro. There's the 2003 to what? 2002, 2008 was just retarded for how many QBs. So
I definitely think Rodgers has more than 2 or 3 in him. But, I mean, you never know, injuries and stuff. We definitely need to start looking for a quarterback to draft and develop.
So you think it's too early to draft to be thinking about that for him yet? You guys like what's his name from UCLA though, anyways, right?
Brett Hundley, no.
You don't like Brett Hundley.
Absolutely
Oh, okay.
terrible. You know how bad we did last year, right?
Terrible. I just
What
thought you
was
guys
to
were sticking
like?
with him.
What was to like? We almost lost to the Browns, dude. We went to overtime. I'm convinced the only reason we beat the Browns is because they got the ball
NFL
first.
rig.
No, they just got the ball first, so Deshaun Kaiser threw the interception
Right.
instead of Brett Hundley. If the Packers got the ball first, Brett Hundley would have thrown the pick, and they would have won on the field goal.
Okay, so the Steelers are probably the first ones thinking about this because
Tom Brady's
Big Ben
gotta
wants
go.
to leave every year. So
And-
they went and got Mason Rudolph. Big Ben's pissed about that. But Mason Rudolph's a stud, man. And
I
then,
like that pick.
Like
I
you
like
said,
that
with this man said
Tom's
5
throwing
more
shade
years
at us.
last year.
Yeah, but this offseason he's throwing shade at management. Like,
I think so, too.
Everybody would like to be appreciated more.
I think he's got. I think he's going to make one more solid run in the playoffs. So, if this year if they have a rough season, and maybe it's not like how they're going to win, he'll stay one more year, If this year they go far or even win it, this man has got to be out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
I think this has got to be his last year.
Either way?
I really think so. I honestly think you talk about somebody that's going on 41 now. He's one hit away from.
Exactly.
I mean, he takes a head injury. He's damaged for life.
And Gronk is just waiting for fucking Brady to strap him up. Gronk was ready to leave this year. Brady was staying. He was like, "Damn, bro, like I'm trying to go."
Shout out to Gronk in the offseason. The most interesting man. Put him on the Dos Equis commercial. But man, his life is amazing.
Who else do we say? So the Saints. Drew Brees has got to be one of the most fucking consistent powerhouse quarterbacks of all time. No matter how they play, he'll throw 5,000 yards. No matter what.
So 3 and 13, 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns.
So I think he's probably on that list. I said I think he's probably the last one I'd be worrying about. Him next to A-Rod, then Tom Brady. Phillip Rivers. He's safe. He's an Iron Man. He doesn't really get hurt, but he doesn't do anything either. Like they need to realize that this man played his best ball. He's just playing for stats and a paycheck now. He's not going to make the Chargers any better than they fucking.
I've always thought of Phillip Rivers a lot like Carson Palmer. They're like always around,
like that,
but they aren't really doing anything.
Like Mark Sanchez,
there's like a consistently average quarterback that's going to like have some big games that we're just going to be like, oh, this man's great. And then he'll have other games where he's like, oh, that's his 7th pick in the first half.
I'm trying to think who else I said in that bunch.
Eli.
Oh, this is a huge. Our camera guy. Mike
point.
P, also full-time programmer. If you need an app done, let us know. Mike P just said Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is number 1 on the radar right now. They just got Lamar Jackson. Joe Flacco don't even got a job come August, man. I feel bad for this dude. He was supposed to be an elite, and they done drafted a QB in the first round under his feet.
He had his 1 year. He got his bag.
Oh, I think he's got the ring. He needs to pack him up.
But is Lamar Jackson
the
guy
won a fucking Super Bowl? I think he definitely should have backed that.
That draft pick was exclusively for clout. I'm not sure that Lamar Jackson.
I thought it was clout. That's how you said that. I don't know.
I'm gonna go clout. I mean, you talk about a guy that was not a great thrower in college.
Don't tell me about the roast Lamar Jackson on my show.
I'm not gonna roast him because I love him as a player, just like I love Johnny Manziel. Sometimes the transition doesn't get made.
Johnny Manziel is trash.
I think Joe Flacco is the legitimate day one starter.
Okay.
And
so
I think Joe Flacco is also a good enough football mind, a quarterback mind, whether he sucks on the field or not. He's smart enough to be able to mentor somebody like Lamar Jackson, keep him in the pocket a little longer, have him grow for 1-2 years, and maybe that's a down the road succession plan. I'd love to see that.
If I was Lamar Jackson though, and he tried to mentor me, I'd be like, bro, you're not Cam Newton. Let me go get trained by somebody that knows what the fuck's up. Right? That's how I feel.
Why Cam Newton? That's another really inconsistent.
I'm just saying, bro. You can't mentor somebody. If Joe Flacco did a read option, was like, do it next. I'd be like, bro, you
I don't know. Cam Newton and Joe Flacco both went to 1 Super Bowl.
Both lost one? No.
Baltimore won that shit. One was against Colin Kaepernick. One was against
the only reason that Cap and the Niners lost that Super Bowl is because for some fucking reason the lights went out in that game and stopped all the momentum that they were building. Lights turned back on. Jacoby Jones 109 yards to the crib. What the fuck is that?
Conspiracy theory?
It was crazy as fuck.
Conspiracy theory.
Okay, so I think we hit all the
NFL's rigged.
All the older QBs. I'm trying to think. Like
Eli.
Tannehill's on his way. Oh, we didn't talk about Eli. I said him, but we didn't talk about him yet.
Eli, I really thought they were about to draft like Sam Darnold and be like, Eli, pack your bags.
What's weird about that is, so that Eli had the most consecutive starts in football, next to his brother and Favre. They're having a rough year, and they pull the man, bench his ass for no fucking reason.
I wouldn't say no reason. I think they won, 3 games this year?
Yeah. Well, they benched him only for 1 and then put him back in.
They lost.
Just fuck up his streak and then lose the game.
Definitely disrespectful.
At least let him start the game.
Every football guy had at least one tear rolling down their face when he was like in that emotional press conference.
Well, that was like that one game where Peyton had a broken neck and they were still considering letting him go snap the ball to keep his streak alive. I'm like, bro, you're gonna die out there. Like, Dwight Freeze's gonna crack your neck. But shit like that. It's a sad day to see all these guys that we've been watching our whole fucking life starting to strap it up. It's rough, man. We're new league, new players. We got Like,
I mean, I don't remember a
I'm
league
trying
without
to-
Tom Brady
I'm
taking
saying,
everybody else in the
exactly.
league
Like,
around.
I'm sitting here just trying to think about more quarterbacks that are on their way out. I can't even name half the quarterbacks in the league right now. Dak Prescott, fucking
Overrated.
Mahomes, like a bunch of fucking.
Interested to see him.
Me too. Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
The Chiefs are about to be lit.
What about Garoppolo on top of young quarterbacks?
Oh,
Are you
the
buying
Niners
into
are
it?
about to be savage. Yeah, bro. Oh, I'm in. I'm all in.
You're all in?
A 5-0 finish with Tom Brady's fucking kid. Like, come on, that shit is about to be sick. They'll go
Now, I see the
10-6.
Oh, that's high.
10 games.
That's a high
They're going to playoffs.
Now, this is what I've been saying to everybody. Obviously, his resume. He's undefeated as a quarterback right now in the league. How many?
8 games, right? 6,
Yeah,
7
8 games.
something
3
like
with the Patriots, 5 with the San Francisco 49ers. So,
that. How many people can say that they're undefeated
not
over
many,
5 games?
But
straight?
I'm just saying, let's pump the brakes. Like, get that SpongeBob big toe out. Just keep it on that brake. I don't think we need to get too far ahead of ourselves. He played end of year games last year that didn't mean anything. Games against,
didn't mean anything to anybody else.
and he went out with bold. So
yeah,
I
and their
mean,
defense
I'm not
played
taking
great
away
too,
from him.
bro.
His stats were
They
great.
beat the fucking Jacksonville.
They beat Jacksonville. They put a 40 on Jacksonville. Had a lot of big plays that game. But I'm just saying, this isn't an undefeated team yet. Like they sucked last year. They legitimately might suck again this year because
very true.
we know Garoppolo's good, but I can't
I just
name one
don't.
of their
I
receivers.
don't see
They got-
Seattle fucking putting them to a stop or Arizona.
Arizona. Josh Rosen, bro. Rookie of the year.
Bro, they give away Tyrann Matthew. For all I care, Arizona can shut the fuck down.
Arizona still got Larry. They got Bradford, a veteran quarterback.
God, Larry's got to be out.
Don't sleep on Johnson because that man, if he wasn't
If he
hurt
stays
last year,
healthy.
he was only injured 1 year. I'd like to think he stays healthy. But they got a few weapons out there, and they got a young gun quarterback that's going to be the best
What about
quarterback in
Houston,
the league.
bro?
with
Watson
that.
coming back. They got the weapons all over the field.
And I'm more excited for their
And
defense.
defense coming back.
Now, we need to talk about J.J. Watt staying healthy because
right.
the best
He-
defensive player in the league, if he is.
J.J. Watt,
never
he
does.
has 4 more seasons in him. If he gets hurt, he's retiring.
Pass the torch to
Sorry to
Jadeveon
say that.
Clowney, and Jadeveon
Oh yeah,
Clowney's
Clowney's the
gonna
real
do
beast on
whatever
that
he
team
did this year.
anyways, bro, to be
He's a
honest.
monster.
But
Their secondary's not that bad either.
thank you for watching. We went a little bit over. We're going to go get drunk. Everyone thanks to Zima for stopping in today. It was
Thank you
fucking
for having
awesome. Everyone thanks to Mike for spending time. Stay up in touch. Sorry that I took a year break. We'll reboot and wrap up, not every week, but when I get them, you'll see them. Coca Cool Productions, have a good night. Thanks, bro.